What's up, YouTube? CYFX here. Welcome to my channel. This channel is dedicated to my journey and me excelling in this skill we call Forex. Okay, what to expect from this video is just like an intro video, you feel me? I'm not really a YouTuber, so y'all gotta bear with me and all that. It's just really an intro video to my channel and me going over a couple of trades that I took with my funded account, and I'll just be sharing you guys my analysis and what made me take the trades that I took and everything. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all give me some tips too. I'm not new to trading, but this is my first time getting a funded account. I've traded other accounts before. I've blown so many accounts, like I can't even count on one finger. I just started feeling more confident in my trades to start a funded account. So right now I'm on phase 1, and yeah, let's just see how this goes. I'm gonna be broadcasting the entire thing to y'all. Let's get into the charts. So this is EurUsd. This is one of the pairs that I actually like to trade. First and foremost, let's go to the daily so I can show you guys exactly what it is that I saw. Right, price actually came to this level and we had a really strong rejection. It was actually some news that came out that pushed USD. So if we go to the 4-hour, I knew that price had to basically refill this imbalance, and it reversed. It basically grabbed these lows down here and started reversing. So I was looking for buys. Like my bias was to buy, right? So let's go down deeper on a 1 hour, right? So this is what I saw on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, price was in this zone, right? And I was expecting some type of a pullback, right? So the first trade that I actually decided to catch was actually a sell, right? But I thought it was gonna sell to a certain point, but it actually didn't. And then I was gonna buy. But overall my bias was buy, but I went against it and I ended up losing, right? So my first actual trade on the account was actually a L, but we bounced back with a win after that. And I'm gonna show you guys right now. I noticed that these highs got broken above, right? And we got to this area, right? And then price reversed off of this area, right? So what I didn't realize was that this area that price reversed off of was actually an inducement. It's pretty much a key area. A lot of buyers or sellers will come in the market at this key level expecting it to go in a direction, which it will, but then it'll have like it'll actually go in the opposite direction, inducing sellers into the market and taking out their money, right? This is what I saw. Let's go on a 5-minute. Price came to this fair value gap right here, right? It tapped this order block too, and then it started to do this, right? It came back to this area, right? And then it sold all the way down, right? It tapped into this area and I got in right here, and it did actually sell. But however, I was expecting it to sell a little lower, and the reason why was because there was liquidity resting under here. So I thought the market was gonna grab liquidity before and potentially enter this other fair value gap down here before taking up to the upside, right? But it didn't do that. It came back to this fair value gap that I had marked out right here. And then what had happened was price started to trade up, right? Now, once it broke this level, I was like, oh shit, I just lost. But then I was like, you know what? This could be a re-entry, because that's when I finally realized that this was actually an inducement level. So if we go over here and we see, right, let's go to the 1 minute. This is what price was doing, right? So I started to see price create higher highs, right, and higher lows, right? So then I was like, I'm gonna get in right here, because this was price made a fair value gap right here, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just take this little 1 to 2 above these highs, because I already lost. So I wasn't trying to be greedy or anything. I was just trying to make back what I already lost, right? So price came into my came a little bit into drawdown, but then took off right after that, and then boom, it eventually hit my TP right there, right? So then that was the first trade, y'all. That was the first trade that I caught on, well, the second trade that I caught on Thursday. And then I also took a little bit of losses as well, because I'm not gonna lie, I was being greedy as hell. I'm gonna show you guys the trade that I caught Nas and Nas100 today. Now this trade, I took an L on this trade before I actually won because of something that happened. But let me just show you guys. I knew that Nas100 was going to be bullish because price entered a discount, right? That's what this area is right here. Price went up, grabbed liquidity, and then it started to change character, putting price in a discount. My bias was actually bullish, but I'm gonna tell you guys why I lost. And it was actually funny as hell because I didn't even know price was gonna do this. So let's take this replay button and bring it back over here, because this is when I was up around this time, like around 7:40ish, looking at the charts, right? So I was like, okay, price is in a discount. We got these equal lows up here, right, that need to be grabbed, this liquidity that needs to be grabbed, right? And price is also in a discount. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait to see what happens on the London Open, right? So during the London Open, actually before the London Open happened, I seen that there was a lot of activity going down over here, probably some type of accumulation before taking up to the upside, and then price started to push up, right? And I didn't get in at this time. Let's go to the 1 minute. So this is what I saw, right? My bias, bro, was buy, but I got in at such the wrong time. So I had marked out this level right here, this fair value gap right here, right? This fair value gap was on my list, right? I marked out this fair value gap. Let's make that yellow. I marked out this fair value gap, and I was expecting price to give me a push back in here, right? At least touching this OB right here. You feel me? I was waiting for price to give me that, right? But then when we fast forward, price came back in there. It tapped in there, right? It tapped in there, but I was expecting something to go lower. I was expecting it to come lower. So I never got in the trade. So during the London Open, it went up a little bit, induced sellers into this level, right? So a lot of people got in at this level expecting price to sell, which it did. And I was thinking that it was going to go at least a little further down. So I was being real hesitant. That's my strategy. You feel me? I like to see a fill of the fair value gap. That's what I like to see. But sometimes that doesn't always happening. But you see how when the London Open, it induced sellers to get in right here because it came to this level that I marked out, and it went down only to shoot up and grab that buy side liquidity right there. And that's what I was aiming for. So my initial entry was supposed to be this, right? I was supposed to get in like maybe halfway of this fair value gap. Actually, let me see if that's half. So let's use the 50% tool right here. See, it was somewhat half, but I still refused to get in the trade because I thought the next candle was going to push lower, and I actually missed the entry, right? So what had happened was, this was the initial entry. This was supposed to be the initial entry right here. Stops below this fair value gap, and then my take profit all the way up here. This was literally going to be the trade of the day, like literally. And I watched it played out. I was like, okay, if price comes back in here, and it did tap in there, but it didn't fill it, I was gonna do it, right? So this is what happened, right? Instead of, you know, waiting, what I did was I got in instead of waiting for another pullback, right? What I did was I got in during the move up, right? And price actually came back down to this order block. Price came back down to this order block, right? And then took off to the upside. It just took off. That was supposed to be my re-entry, right? That was supposed to be my re-entry back to the upside, right? But I didn't wait for that. I got in. Look, and this is why when it comes to trading, bro, you have to be in control of your emotions, because you're gonna do stupid shit like this, right? Excuse my language, but look, right? So I got in for a long position, like about right here, like somewhere in this area, because I have FOMO. FOMO started to come, and I was like, damn, like I should just get in. This is probably the, so then I was gonna aim for something like that, but then it just went against me, and I took like a $600 loss, right? And I didn't even peep that price was gonna come up here, come down back to this order block, and move up. Whole time, this was the order block being created right here. These three consecutive down close candles, that was the order block being created, right? And I should have been patient and waited, but I was being impatient, and I got in and took a $600 loss. But there was another opportunity. Price actually started to rally up, right? And I noticed that the area that it was heading to was actually a 4-hour fair value gap. Now, if you guys are familiar with ICT concepts, you know that he talks about SIBIs and BISIs. SIBIs are sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. BISIs are buy side imbalance, sell side efficiency. In this case, this was a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So as price was rallying up, I noticed that, bro, this red line that I mapped out, these two red lines, was a SIBI, right? And I'm like, wait, this could be a potential another entry. So what I did was I basically waited for a break of structure, right? No, that's not what I waited for. I lied. What I waited for was some type of like pullback after the reversal, right? So this is what I seen, right? This low was created, right? This low right here was created, right? Let me move this. I don't know what the fuck that was. This low was created, right? And I waited for a pullback, right? Which happened right here. This was the pullback. So when price pulled back like up to right here, this is when I got in, right? Somewhere around this level, somewhere around this area, right? And I caught like a little 1 to 4, 1 to 3-ish type of trade, right? And boom, I basically made back what I had lost, right? So those are the trades that I took. I know that trading is 90% psychology, and I'm not always going to be 100% right. No one in trading is 100% right. You have to work on psychology. You have to work on good risk management. Keep in mind, guys, I'm still learning and I'm still a student. I will keep bringing you guys some videos like this. If you like this, please share, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, y'all follow my channel. I'm going to be putting more videos on the channel. Thank you very much. CYFX signing out. Peace.